Hello friends, this is Abhishek and today we will discuss about the very important topic respiratory tract, lining epithelium of the respiratory tract. Several questions there are several potent questions which may come in from this topic in the Neet exam. First of all, we will discuss about the different epithelium. So here I represent it with a box with 3 columns and multiple rows. First column is for the name of the part of the respiratory tract, and second is for type of epithelium, and third is special feature. First, respiratory tract starts, we all know that it starts from the nasal cavity. In nasal cavity, the type of epithelium is pseudo-stratified ciliated columnar epithelium. It is pseudo-stratified, remember, not stratified, it is pseudo-stratified. I will discuss regarding this term in the latter part of this video. What are the special features of the epithelium of the nasal cavity? It contains few goblet cells which secrete mucus. And what is the function of this mucus? It is used as mucociliary escalator. What does it mean? What is mucociliary escalator? Mucociliary escalator means if any pathogen, any particles goes with the air into our nose, then it get trapped. The particles or microbes get trapped in the mucus, and then this mucus is continuously flowing to the oropharynx. How? By the action of the cilia. Of which cilia? Cilia of the pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Now, what else function, special function is done in the nasal cavity? Humidification and temperature modulation. Humidification occurs by secretion of the serous gland, and temperature modulation occurs by small blood vessels. Next comes another type of epithelium. Also we find another type of epithelium in nasal cavity. What is that? That is a special type of epithelium, that is olfactory epithelium. It is situated in the roof of the nasal cavity and it contains smell receptor. Okay. After the second nasal cavity, the second part of respiratory tract is nasopharynx. Nasopharynx type of epithelium, again pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium, same as nasal cavity. And what are the special feature? Large number of lymphoid tissues found in the submucosa. Just for next part is larynx, and regarding this is very important. Here is the catch. Question may come from larynx. Okay, in larynx there are few parts: false vocal cord, true vocal cord, ventricle. Ventricle is the part between false vocal cord and true vocal cord. False vocal cord and true vocal cord. Now, pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium lies over false vocal cord and ventricle, and over true vocal cord it is stratified, not pseudostratified, it is stratified squamous cell epithelium, squamous epithelium. Okay, so true vocal cord contains vocalis muscle and ligament, and the lining epithelium of true vocal cord, please remember, it is stratified squamous epithelium. It may come as a question of Neet. Okay, now comes to the trachea. Trachea contains pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium, special cell, goblet cell, few goblet cells are found, and serous gland. Trachea also has the ciliated columnar epithelium, but the movement of the cilia in case of nasopharynx and nasal cavity is towards the oropharynx. That means the mucus are going towards the oropharynx, downwards, but in case of trachea it is going towards the upper oropharynx, again to upper portion. Okay, towards upward movement of the cilia. Now comes to the primary bronchus. Primary bronchus contains pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Next comes tertiary bronchiole. Tertiary bronchiole, it also contains ciliated columnar epithelium. Pseudostratification decreases. So pseudostratification decreases from which bronchiole? It is tertiary bronchiole. Pseudostratification decreases. And in bronchioles, if you see the lining epithelium, it is ciliated columnar cell, not pseudostratified or stratified, and few goblet cells. ciliated columnar cells and few goblet cells. Next comes to the terminal and respiratory bronchioles. Actually, gas exchange starts from respiratory bronchioles. Okay. Now, terminal and respiratory bronchioles, in both cases, ciliated cuboidal cell. Ciliated cuboidal cell. The lining epithelium is ciliated cuboidal cell. No stratification, just ciliated cuboidal cell. Terminal bronchiole, respiratory bronchiole. In case of bronchiole, no stratification, again ciliated columnar cell. But terminal respiratory bronchiole, columnar to cuboidal हो गया. And now comes to the special feature, no goblet cell. No goblet cell in terminal and respiratory bronchioles. Again question may come, goblet cell is found in the respiratory tract, in nasal nasopharynx, is not found in nasal cavity, nasopharynx and trachea, and fourth one is terminal bronchiole or respiratory bronchiole. Then the answer is respiratory bronchioles. Okay, no goblet cell. What is present? What else cell? Special cell is present? Clara cell. What is the function of this Clara cell? This Clara cell produces part of surfactant. Surfactant has two parts, the one phospholipid part, another protein part. Okay, that protein part is secreted by this Clara cell, and phospholipid part that is secreted by type 2 pneumocyte. We will discuss it later. Okay, Clara cell. Now next comes to the alveoli. Alveoli, there are two types of flattened epithelium in the alveoli, type 1 pneumocyte, type 2 pneumocyte. So how is the epithelium? Flattened, that is quasi epithelium. Okay, not ciliated, no columnar, it is flattened epithelium in alveoli. Type 1 pneumocyte is nothing but a flattened epithelium which covers the maximum surface area. Number of type 1 pneumocyte is low, but it covers maximum surface area because it has huge cytoplasm and small nucleus. Okay, now type 2 pneumocyte, more than 60% of cells in lining epithelium is actually type 2 pneumocyte, but these types of cell covers only 5% surface area, only 5%. So we can understand that these type 2 pneumocytes are actually very small cell, very small cell. So if the question comes like this, which cell covers the maximum surface area of alveolus, then the answer is type 1 pneumocyte. But which is the predominant cell in the alveolus, then alveolar lining, then it is type 2 pneumocyte. So type 2 pneumocyte is predominant or most popular, or the number is highest of type 2 pneumocyte, but surface area covered is more in type 1 pneumocyte. Okay, now what is the function of type 2 pneumocytes? I previously told that Clara cell produces the protein part of the surfactant, and phosphatidylcholine or phospholipid part is produced by these alveoli, produces surfactant. And what else it do? It has the capacity of cell division. That means type 2 pneumocyte, in case of injury, in case of pneumonia, or in case of any disease, the type 2 pneumocyte can divide and produce new type 2 pneumocyte. It also differentiate into type 1 pneumocyte. That means type 2 pneumocytes in that hour of need can be matured into type 1 pneumocytes. Okay, so these are the lining epithelium, and this is the of this respiratory tract. Now going for the image based question. This is an image, you can see this nasal cavity, the part of the image, this image can be given, and the part they can mark what is this, what is this, what is this, in a multiple choice fashion. This is nasal passage, this is nasal cavity, this is nose, nostril, nasal cavity. Here is the nasopharynx. What I want to say, here is the nasopharynx. They may ask this. Okay, what is this? This is tongue. And what is this? This is epiglottis. This small red projection, this is epiglottis. And below this is larynx. Larynx is also called voice box. After that trachea, and after that bronchus, then bronchiole, then alveoli. This is lung, this is rib cage. Okay, and this is diaphragm, that is seat of muscle. This is human respiratory system. Next image. Next image is regarding, we have told so many times that pseudostratified columnar epithelium in nasal cavity, in nasopharynx, in false vocal cord and ventricle, over the larynx and trachea and up to the terminal bronchiole, bronchus also, the content, the not terminal bronchiole, bronchus also, bronchus, main bronchus, pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. What is this? This is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium. Look at this picture very carefully. Look at this. First look at this. this is one cell layer. This is basement membrane, and every cell is attached to the basement membrane. That means one cell layer. Some cell is tall, some cell is not so tall. Where some cell nucleus is here, some cell nucleus is there. If you see from distance at a glance, you think it is a multiple layer of cell. So it is stratified, they called it, but it is not actually multiple layer, because every cell is touching the basement membrane. So this is single layer. So this is pseudo stratified, not true stratified. This is pseudo stratified ciliated columnar. See, in this tissue section, these these are the all single columnar cell, and nucleus is here and there in different plane. So this is pseudo stratification, and these are the cilia. They may point this cilia, they may ask you, what is this? This is locomotor system. This is, what is this part? This is flagella or cilia or anything else? Then the answer will be the cilia. And they may also assertion reasoning type of question may be asked, that pseudo stratification. This is pseudo stratified columnar cell, because nucleus are not in the same plane, because the cell, it is only one cell layer, because multiple nucleus is one cell. Then you have to choose the right answer. Okay, I think next, these, there are two picture here. In the right, in the left side, stratified columnar epithelium, and here the right side, stratified squamous epithelium. Stratified squamous epithelium is seen over the vocal cord, through vocal cord, over through vocal cord. This is stratified colors, squamous epithelium. This is squamous epithelium, just squamous epithelium, just squamous, flattened epithelium. This is flattened, and before that, this is true stratification. Here, multiple cell layer of columnar cell seen in male urethra and palpebral conjunctiva, not seen in the respiratory tract. Stratified columnar epithelium. I have chosen this picture just to show you the difference between the stratified and pseudo stratified. You have previously, I show you the pseudo stratified columnar epithelium. Now this is stratified columnar epithelium, and in the right hand of the picture is the stratified squamous epithelium. This type of squamous epithelium is seen over the true vocal cord. Okay, this much for today. In next video, we will discuss regarding the gaseous exchange of respiratory system. Okay, friends. So please subscribe and share this video.